What's up, guys? It's Beatboxing Lawn back again, and today I'm gonna make more of a serious video than I've ever made before. So, basically, I've changed a lot since the previous videos I've made. I'm a lot different now, a lot more grounded, and I feel like I gotta spread this message at this point. So, it's 2020, we're in the age of Aquarius, and this is time for people to change and wake up. The planet is supposed to wake up. Instead of being in the third dimension, which is hell, which is this dimension that you can physically see, you got to raise your conscious level and go up to the fourth and fifth dimension. So, what I mean is, like, you got to meditate, you got to sun gaze, you have to go inside yourself. So, the heart chakra is waiting for you. That heart chakra must be activated before it's too late. So, that's why you have to meditate, to get the energy up all the way to the heart chakra, which is your soul. But, I don't really have a clear point on exactly what I'm talking about. But basically, I've been spiritual for about 2 years. I used to believe in Jesus Christ. I used to worship him all the time, but then I realized he never existed. Everything goes back to Egypt. So if you look at our daily routine, everything goes back to Egypt. So, what I'm talking about is Horus, the Egyptian god. He has a bird head. I think he was able to fly, and he had a staff and stuff. He was very powerful, and he was actually birthed from a virgin mother, which is Isis. So she is the mother goddess, and she basically is all about fertility and all that stuff. So, Jesus came from that idea. They decided to try to confuse people. They decided to, I'm going to put this out there so that you don't see what's really going on. Because on the back of that dollar bill, the reason they have that, eye at the top of the pyramid is because that's your eye of Horus, which mine is activated all the time. So I have a higher consciousness. I'm in the fifth dimension. I can see the world for what it truly is. I don't see it just blandly with my two eyes. So this is where the shift is happening, the age of Aquarius. And, Ra is your creator. He's a god and he has a bird head. He looks exactly like Horus, but they're two different gods. So this one controls the sun. The sun is actually in the atmosphere. The moon is in the atmosphere as well. And the reason I know this is because I've done a lot of research, watched a lot of YouTube videos. The earth is flat. I know all this information is just coming out right away, but the earth is actually flat. It's a flat firmament. That's why they don't want you to go to Antarctica. There's places where you can actually leave the earth and go underground and escape the matrix. That's why we live above the ground now. So this is a lot of ancient stuff. I talk to angels a lot. You know what I mean? I talk to my spirit guides, ancestors, angels. All of them, the higher dimensional beings, are always around me. But when it comes to everything coming down, I still talk to some demons. I talk to like one demon, and he's very powerful, and he knows everything, and just like me. But basically, like I was saying before, Ra, the Egyptian god, he's your creator. He's the sun. So he literally, like, some gods and goddesses have to fight these giant snakes under the earth every night for the sun to come back up. And this happens very often without you knowing it. So at this point, since we're in the age of Aquarius, we were in the age of Pisces before, which means that it was different. The energy was different. It was more emotional. Now it's the age of Aquarius. So now it's more mentally stimulated. It's time for us to change our entire existence. And we're not just normal humans, We're not just normal humans walking around in a human, you know what I mean? We have souls, and our souls came from a higher place. And it came from a portal, a light portal. And whenever you look up in the sky and you see all those stars, those are the same things. Those are like the same portals. And basically, in school, everything School, everything they've ever taught you, they didn't want you to know that you are one of the most powerful beings ever. Your bloodline, your potential, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. If you're innocent, you can make it to the afterlife. And that is your whole purpose. Because at this point, the tables have turned. Demons have been controlling this reality, or trying to control this reality since the beginning. But we are waking up, and we are ascending, and we are rising. So I'm making this video to clarify where I've been at, my mental state. I'm very clear-minded. In my dreams, I'm actually able to fly, I'm able to jump, and sometimes I can spawn in a human body just like mine. So, I'm very highly aware of what's really going on the earth, and I know that it's just a spiritual battle. Basically, since day one, since you were born, you were put here as a warrior of God, if you want to say. God does not exist. This is the thing about God. People say he exists, but there's no just one higher power. There's gods and goddesses, which is you and me. But there is no one or higher power. There's no Jesus. There's nothing you have to worship. You must go inside yourself and find the peace and the light within you. Because that light will lead others towards your way. It'll take you outside of the system, outside of the matrix, the third dimension, and put you in that higher place where you're supposed to be. And for everyone that, thinks all of this doesn't sound right or whatever, you're just hurting yourself. I'm sorry to say that, but everything I'm talking about is straight facts. And I've been meditating, sun gazing for a long time. It really raises your energy and your vibration. Gets you stuck out of that dense, low place that this world has become. Because, obviously, of the demons. They have been trying to set people up since the beginning. This whole little game that we play of life is just a setup. That's why in every movie, every cartoon, Dragon Ball Z, they all have a meaning. Why do you think there's 7 Dragon Balls? Because you have 7 chakras, energy centers in the body that come up like this. So when you activate them, you literally go up in a higher dimension. You go up in a higher consciousness. Your energy gets raised. You feel happier. You're always happy. You don't need drugs. You don't need nothing. But the weed that we smoke nowadays is military weaponized. And the reason I know this, because I watched a lot of videos and I've gained a lot of knowledge. But basically, they spray chemicals on the weed to make you get higher. You know what I mean? To make you get lazy, to lower your vibration. When I smoke weed, I raise you know what I mean? It does something different. It raises my vibration. And I'm not saying to go out there and smoke weed. You don't have to. You don't need any drugs on your spiritual purpose. But it is a psychedelic, and it can raise your energy for a while or a little bit. But it can help you gain some spiritual insights. It can help you get some spiritual downloads, all that type of stuff. But, I've been all over this video is all over the place, but basically, I'm just here to say that I'm one of the chosen ones. I came from the 9th dimension. You have to wake up, start meditating, start sun gazing, figure out how to do it. It's really not that difficult. Once you start, you'll keep doing it. You'll love it. You'll go inside yourself. You can astral travel. You can do unlimited amounts of things with your energy. You are unlimited. You can fly. You can go anywhere. So that's what I'm here to say. It's Nathan Candelaria, or Beatboxing Lawn. I might change my YouTube name pretty soon. But yeah, this is a pretty long video already. I just wanted you guys to know what's really going on in my life. And mainly just know this information. Digest it, ingest it, or whatever. You gotta figure out for yourself who you are. Because that's the whole purpose. It's all spiritual. Everything that happens in the spiritual realm, it happens there first, and then it happens down here on earth. So it's just a battle. It's a game you have to play. But this is Nathan Candelaria, Beatboxing Lawn. like I said, might change my YouTube username pretty soon. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. I'm out.